This is basically going to be the start of a project where my wife and I, the lovely Megan, she's behind the camera, you can't see her, we start to video blog basically to get stuff off of our chest and into the world. She probably won't be exposing her chest, but that's just a secret between us. So what this is going to be is general talkings and musings, and we're going to try and post on a semi-regular basis just to keep a little bit of consistency, because we want to be creative and we want to be a little bit of social, and that might develop a little bit more in the future. So here goes. What I kind of want to talk about right now is a game that I just finished playing for the Xbox. It was called Deadpool. The subject of this game is, as you can guess, probably the Marvel character named Deadpool. He is a favorite right now. He's kind of in the popular light, so he got his own game. And the game itself is about his game. In the game, he has a game, so he's making his game in the game itself, so try to follow along if you can. It's funny, which is where Deadpool's strength lies in. He kind of breaks the fourth wall. He just comes right at you. It was a fun game. What can I say? A little bit of God of War-esque slashing and hacking involved in it. You push a lot of buttons and stab a lot of people, which is pretty fun from a non-psychopathic point of view. Stabbing people, lots of fun. So you go through the game, you're trying to build the game, you talk to your agent, and it's kind of off the wall, but not really as satisfying as I'd liked. There's appearances by Cable, also everyone's favorite, X-Man, Wolverine, who's kind of prevalent in that. They have some good dialogue. The actor who did his voice in the most recent cartoons, don't know his name. The game progresses and you develop your skills and you get a little bit more into it, but I don't know, it just kind of left me feeling like I was a little bit wanting more than just a straight hack 'em up and stabbing and what have you. A lot of shooting, gunplay, boring enemies and stuff like that. Again, really funny. It's more worth a borrow or a rental than a buy. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on this game. I think it came in around $50, which was, I guess, your first clear indicator that it wasn't really that stupendous a game. I don't know why the price point on a game really differentiates quality. Like, you go into the store and you see a Halo and you pick it up and it's like $80 and you're like, oh my god, this is going to be the best game ever. But then you go and you pick up an older game and it's like, $39. Yeah, I can spare $39 for a game I'm not too sure about. Or even the downloadable games, like, what was that we played? Limbo? Great game. So cheap, so good. And the Death Spank ones, those are great too. The Magic the Gathering games, which are ridiculously fun, by the way. If you own an Xbox or a PlayStation, you should definitely download those ones. Because not only is it, Magic the Gathering, which is, mazes, but it's also, it teaches you about the game itself too. So there's a lot of interactions with the cards that you're like, oh, right. I'm not a super pro player, but I just kind of figured out how to do that properly. There's like the challenges that you go through, and the challenges make you a little bit better and a little bit sneakier. So you can pull stuff with people in the future, which is always good. You always want to be sneaky at Magic cards, unless you play blue. I hate you. I only played it on normal, and it was unbelievably difficult. Like, I'm a big fat guy, so I play games quite a bit. And I had a hard time playing this one. Meg, my wife, who's back there, you can't quite see her, but she puts up with a lot of swearing, a lot of cursing, a lot of, this game isn't fair, and yeah, she's a better woman than I am. So the next one's from Meg.